Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I like the look of this fella, Thierry Reinders, Peter. The Dutchman being one of the better all-round midfielders to emerge in recent times. He's energetic, he's intelligent both on and off the ball and the way he reads the game. And he boasts quite a high goal contribution too. So his link-up play gets him in those congested areas and he comes through with flying colours.
Haaland! That has been cut short. And he's quick to snatch it back. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another. Batistuta really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
That's a cute ball. That is good alertness. And here's Messi. Batistuta. Kovacic. Now he's got space here. Doku in acres of space out wide. So it is still 0-0. And this is Batistuta. Oh, good spread. Rodri. Reinders. Nicely weighted ball. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Good read, needed to be. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's a sharp little ball here. Reinders. Kukcu did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Vardiol makes the interception. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Shot a goal! And he's done it! There is the breakthrough! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
That has ended up in no man's land. Lewis. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And he's picked it up out wide. That's the keeper's ball. Now it's Doku. And it's made its way to him. Lewis.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead.
Oh, what a mistake! Now then, the ball's come loose. And this is Messi. Reinders. That has been slung wide. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Nice looking ball. Van Bouten gets over and intercepts. Spread it left. Oh, that's a key interception. Saka. Alexander-Arnold. Time and again they are repelled. Looking for the run. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Vardiol. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed... Takes a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Doku. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Can he latch on to this? No, that's too long. Vardiol. Now, can they get him away? Doku. Doku going face-to-face with his great rival. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And here's Reinders. Gabriel with the clearance.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Now it's Messi. Cleared without hesitation. Oh, he's been caught napping. And there's the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. He's having a shot! Goal! They have come roaring back.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Number 47.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Now it's Messi. Kirkchu. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Savinho. Can he get it through? Out to the left it goes. And he cuts out the supply. Vardiol. And it's Reinders. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Oh, delightful ball. Oh, important interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Alexander-Arnold calmly anticipates. Tries to play it through. Now it's Messi. Alexander-Arnold. Great vision. The less said about that pass, the better. And here's Mbappe. He's going for goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe is offering a right smile there.
It's a promising position, and he's being shifted off it. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Looking for options for movement. Thinks about the shot.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end.
Substitution on the field. Number 6, Savinho. Number 9, Reinders.
Barry plays it through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Number 21, Bernardo Silva. Number 7, number 10, Silvestre. Number 18, Gareth Barry.
Rodri. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Barry, the man we've all come to watch.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he welcomes it in. Looking tidy in possession here. Opts to play it back.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Goes for a shot! Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Another save. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Haaland voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So that's got things underway. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Nuno Mendes here, I think, will be very important, Peter, particularly if they start to spread the play, because he's excellent in one-on-one positions, both attacking and defending. So I'd expect him to have some of that cutting edge in the team, making himself a great option when they've got possession.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Jordi Alba. And it's Xavi for Iniesta. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Liverpool have the chance to go the other way. Upamecano, Belletti. Oh, what a mistake! Stojkovic. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Out to the left it goes. De Jong showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? And it's Guardiola. And this is Luis Suarez. And that was very necessary. Tries a measured ball. That's an excellent interception. Oh, what's he done? Messi! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Van Dijk. Still goalless. Kimmich. Now it's Kimmich. Crosses it in here.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Xavi. Iniesta. And it's Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba goes on a run down the left wing for Xavi.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Upamecano. Nuno Mendes. And it's Kimmich. Rijkaard. And this is Luis Suarez. Upamecano. It's Belletti. Pedri. And it's Rijkaard. It's Kimmich. And it's Stojkovic. Back towards the middle. It's Pedri. Rijkaard. And it's Kimmich. Stojkovic. He's played it back. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Kimmich cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
De Jong was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Nuno Mendes. Kimmich. And it's Van Dijk. Belletti. It's Pedri. Xavi. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Xavi. Barcelona finding their passes. Van Dijk. And the whistle goes for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Solid. Very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
So, it's Lewandowski! He has done it! The second half sparked straight into life. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Liverpool have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a...
Shapes to shoot! It's loose. Oh, what has happened here? And the shot! And again! Just off target. Neymar, very much a man of this moment. Now it's Luis Suarez. It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. Great ball, and he's in here. It's not an especially good pass, that. Barcelona still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Now it's Xavi. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Can he get on the end of this? And there's his chance to lead the counter. Araujo kept his eye on it, and he's there. Xavi. He's a sharp little ball here.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
That's going to go a long way. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Kimmich, ambitious ball here. And the through ball. He's found some space. He chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Stojkovic. Xavi. The message is clear. None shall pass. And here's Luke de Jong. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And that's going to be a booking.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. This the perfect chance to extend it. Stojkovic! That was travelling. Jordi Alba. Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Suarez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Guardiola spots it and intercepts. Spread it left. He has found the way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Cleared without complication.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
That's an imaginative pass. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Neymar. Pedri does really well to win the ball there. Probing pass. Chips it through. And this is Lewandowski. Oh, that's fabulous. Stojkovic plays it short. Big chance! That's a decent clearance. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Looking for options for movement. Lewandowski. And that is expertly dealt with. Pedri! He'll try to keep this alive. Delivers the ball.
Well played and well cleared.
Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
2 minutes to be added on.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
No, that's been intercepted. Belletti.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 21. El dorsal 6. Xavi. Serán sustituidos por...
And that is the last effort of the game. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Look, I think a draw might have been a much fairer result today. It's just...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go.
I think in Christian Abbiati you have one of the best Italian goalkeepers of his generation.
Must be.
Yeah, well, on the international scene he's always been overshadowed, I suppose, by more illustrious rivals.
Well, he has, but regardless of all of that, you just have to look at what he's achieved.
A great shot stopper, very decisive and quick in one-on-ones, and just an excellent all-round command of the penalty box.
Ambitious ball here. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Knocks it out wide. That's a sharp pass. Vardiol. Now it's Messi. And it's Casemiro. Chooses to go crossfield. Not the most accurate pass. And this is Kane. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Serginho. And Koundé. Cannavaro. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Maldini. It's been shipped out wide. Can he spark a counter here? Rui Costa is wide and looking to get onto this. This might spell danger. And it's Otto. Looking for options for movement. And we have our very first corner. And that was... Tries a shot! In for the pieces! Koundé, still goalless at the moment. Messi. Messi, threads one in. Kane. Abbiati gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Otto. Pirlo. Great defending, strong and determined. Seedorf. It's Rui Costa. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Ruben Neves, spread it left. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That has been cut short. That's a good ball out wide. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. DiMarco. Yamal simply refused to be outdone there.
Celtic clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Serginho. And he can clear it away. And they're back on the ball again. Rui Costa wins the duel this time. That ball looks a good one. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And it's Messi. Casemiro. Oh, good spread. He's in space and looking for options. Knocks it into space. Gattuso deals with that comfortably. Di Marco. Now Gattuso. Rui Costa. And it's Pirlo. Milan looking to pass their way through. Looking to play him in. Good challenge. Excellent challenge. Now it's Rafinha. Little doubt, that is a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. That pass isn't the best. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Rafinha! Goal! Celtic! Deep into first half stoppage time, a crucial goal. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Substitution.
Here we go again.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Goes for a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
This is their second corner of the game. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Ruben Neves. Milan different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
He won't be happy with that one. Nicely shaped ball. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Pirlo. Serginho. Great vision. And it's been played through. Now this big chance! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Pirlo. Now, what about a counter-attack? That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And he's going to have his name taken. Milan still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Strong running down that left flank. Maldini demonstrating his defensive quality there.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Yamal. Pirlo. 60 minutes played. And it's Pirlo. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
And that's a dangerous ball. Shot at goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? Danger averted for now.
Milan really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take...
Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Celtic are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Martin is having a shot! Goal! Just one goal in it now! Game on! So smooth, a signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Rafinha. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And here's Kane. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
Celtic clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. The pass has gone astray. That has ended up in no man's land. Serginho. Ribery, over to the left. Now it's DiMarco. DiMarco, good driving run. And he welcomes it in. Well read, and the danger is averted. Yamal. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Serginho. Kane. Now it's Rafinha. Ruben Neves. And Koundé. It's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Well spotted.
And he's gone searching crossfield. Now it's Yamal. Now it's Rafinha. Yamal hangs in across.
Celtic can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Has been indicated.
And that is a little undercooked. 2 minutes to be added on. Ribery, who's set up one goal so far. And that is that. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. Milan really did suffer for their lack of numbers here.
Well, they were up against it, but these players can take heart from what was a worthy response. There was no sign at any stage of the towel being thrown in. So positives can be taken, Peter, even in defeat.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.